Welcome to No Shame Betrayed. This episode is going to be about red flags. What are these? As an adult, you should know what a red flag is. In games, that means warning, something's happening. There's a illegal situation on the field. There is a car crash ahead. When we see the red flags the first time, we don't want to. We are not even sure if we are seeing them, especially if you don't have experience recognizing red flags. Part of that is going with your gut. Is something wrong? Wait a minute. Something is off. Why is something off? I've been with my partner for many years, several years, maybe decades, and something is different. Then more red flags pop up. You know something's wrong. No, they can't be doing that. You love them. They love you. You know in your heart they can't possibly doing what you think they could be doing. You've never done that yourself. You've never cheated. They've never cheated on you before, as far as you know. Some red flags start when nothing sexual has happened yet. Maybe they're just having conversations with a coworker or a friend that they've known for years. Maybe you're being paranoid. But wait, something's different. No, they can't be cheating. You're just being paranoid. Again, you say nothing. And because you say nothing, the partner who is being unfaithful continues. After all, if you're not noticing anything, you're not saying anything. You may not want to be that jealous type, falsely accusing someone of something they are not doing. That's a fear. You don't want to falsely accuse someone of doing something horrible. After all, you trust them. You expect them to trust you. At one point, you have to say something. But by then, it may be too late. Maybe they're already having sex. Even if they are, you don't want to know. Maybe it'll be a fleeting thing, a phase. But then they start neglecting you, ignoring your texts. They're acting differently. They're going out more. You are individuals. You have different tastes, different hobbies. But this is different. They've lost weight. They're dressing a little bit nicer. A new perfume, or a cologne, a new dress, or a nice dress that you have bought her. More and more time out with their friends. The red flags keep building. Because you don't want to falsely accuse your partner of something hideous, you have to start playing detective. You start going through your phone records, your text history, your text logs. Because you are on a family plan, you see each other's text traffic. But unfortunately, this is 2022. Modern messaging systems are not text. The cellular phone companies made money by charging per text message. In order to charge their customers, they needed to log every in and outgoing message. So until around 2015 or so, most text messages were SMS and they were being logged. And with many services, they can save those text messages for you to read later. These tools inadvertently gave people the ability to find their partner cheating. They had the logs. One of the red flags would be dozens, maybe hundreds of text messages going between your partner and someone else. And because they are text logs, even if you can't see the messages you have the time and date. So one of those red flags would be, wow, my husband is sure texting a lot to this phone number, more so than me. Who is this person? No matter what they say, your wife or husband is already cheating. It's just a friend. It's just a coworker. It's nothing. If they're talking to someone else more than you, something is going on. It doesn't matter what they say. They're already lying to you. They have been lying to you for weeks, maybe months, or worse, years. Serial cheaters are someone who's been cheating for weeks. They've gotten good at lying to you. So when you confront them, they may have a story ready. Oh, it's just a coworker. It's the boss. It has nothing to do with you. If they're cheating, it has everything to do with you. The red flags keeps piling up. They will continue to hide and pretend everything is okay as long as they can. That's part of the fun. The deception is fun for them. Do you remember being naughty as an adult? Or maybe as a teenager, smoking, drinking, doing something that would anger your parents? The thrill of doing something bad. That is what it's like for cheaters. It's fun for them. Eventually, you'll see a picture, video, or some sort of message that there is no way they can lie their way out of it. They'll still try. And you'll want to believe them because you care, you love them, and you cannot imagine them lying and cheating on you, and you want to believe them. You want to save your relationship. You accept the lie. The red flags go away for only a little while, maybe months, likely just weeks. Hell, maybe even a couple of days. And then the cycle repeats itself. You play detective. You find more red flags. I want you to think about this. When you first met your partner, or anybody you dated or had a long-term relationship with, did those red flags happen back then? If no, then you need to be honest with yourself. Because to a cheater, they think they have a special love that you do not understand. They are soulmates. Wait, weren't you two already soulmates? Of course, when it comes to cheaters, they are lying to each other. One or both of them are playing a game. Those are the serial cheaters who are very much aware of what they are doing. Don't ignore the red flags. Go with your gut. Any proof you find, make a copy. Give it to a family member. Keep a journal. Why should you keep a journal? Because your life is about to get complicated. You're going to want to believe your partner as much as you possibly can. You'll believe those lies because you want to. You want things to go back to the way they were. But those red flags keep coming. Now, here's a horrible truth about cheaters. They don't love you. Your marriage, or whatever long-term relationship you have with this person, most likely it will die. There's only one chance only that it won't. And that is if the cheater stops cold and never does it again. There's no more red flags in the future. But if another red flag happens, months down the road, even 5 or 10 years later, they're cheating. The end result of all cheating is that a relationship dies and a sham one may form. But even cheaters cheat on each other. Why is that? Because their relationship is built on lies. The foundation is weak, and they already know they're lying to each other. Very rarely do relationships survive infidelity. In the old days, when women were dependent on their husbands, it was easy for them to cheat. The husband, I mean. After all, if he dumps her, she has no property. She may not have a job, especially before the 1970s, when most women were housewives. Now, there is more independence for women. They have jobs, education, and there's child support laws in this country, but that's not always reliable. Have to go to court, have to fight for child support payments, and all the drama that goes with a destroyed relationship. So if your partner is cheating, the red flags continue and continue. You need to dump them. Your relationship is dead. It's on life support. You just need to pull the plug because you're prolonging the end. They have stomped on the marriage. They set it on fire. They are not interested in saving it. They don't care. So the best thing you can do for yourself is to dump the cheater. Remember, I'm okay with one chance. And trust me, I failed at giving only one chance. I gave chance after chance after chance. And the abuse continues with all new trauma each and every single time. New D-days. At least 5 of them. Each one hurts. Each one is a nightmare. So if you stay with your cheater, you're only hurting yourself. I mean, they're having fun. They're not suffering consequences as long as you stay with them. They still have a place to sleep, someone to make their dinner or a sandwich, pay the bills, but eventually the cheater gets tired of the drama they created, or the betrayed partner has had enough. So please, if you give your cheater one chance, it has to be just that one. The moment you give them a second chance, they know there's going to be a third or a fourth, because what are you going to do? Oh, you're going to just give me another chance. Why should I stop cheating? Really, think about it. Why should I stop? What's going to happen? You're going to cry. You're going to be upset and say, you're hurting my feelings. Now, I've seen messages in social media groups from cheaters, and they say very horrible things about their partners, the people they're supposed to be in love with, the other parent of their children. For your physical and mental health, do not ignore red flags. It doesn't matter where those red flags come from. Your partner, a date, a coworker. It doesn't matter. Listen to those red flags. Listen to your gut. Before I end this, what is listening to your gut? Why does your gut hurt? Well, it's a weird thing about people. Maybe animals in general. Why do you feel that knot in your gut? What's happening is that your brain sees everything. Your subconscious is aware of those red flags before your conscious is. It's just that your emotions and your feelings refuse to accept what your eyes and your ears are sensing. It's your body being honest with you. It's not ignoring the red flags, but your brain is choosing to do so. Therefore, the body creates that gut feeling that something is wrong. There's a red flag. And here's the thing. If you have a serial cheater and you look back to the first time you dated them, maybe the first month or so when you fell in love, maybe there were red flags back then, but you were in love and you ignored those red flags. So think about it. When your relationship started, were there red flags back then? They all add up. In most relationships I've been in, there were no red flags. There are challenges to relationships. They pass. People break up. A normal breakup may not have a red flag. It's just how life is. But cheating is a different thing. That's the abuse. That's a red flag. Having a fiance who cheats 2 weeks or even 2 days before the wedding, that's a red flag. If you find out that happens and they beg and cry, it'll never happen again. I was just nervous about being married and I just want to do it one more time. No, that's a huge red flag. Call off the wedding. They've already started cheating, and in the future, they are definitely going to cheat on you again. They couldn't even make it past the honeymoon phase. Well, that's it for now. Remember, you deserve happiness.